What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Clark, and I became a millionaire at 24 years old as a personal trainer / online fitness coach. And today, what I wanted to do was walk you guys through all of the habits that I have from when I wake up in the morning until I go to bed at night. Now, the first thing that I like to do when I wake up is just hydrate as quickly as possible. So I grab my water and then I chase the closest place that I can get sun in my eyes as soon as possible in the morning. So it's about 6:50 in the morning right now, and one of the biggest things that I really want you guys to understand is that your habits start the day before. All right, if you don't go to bed at a reasonable time, then you shouldn't be waking up early, because getting 8 hours of good quality sleep is one of the most important things, not just for your overall health, but for your productivity. As somebody who works a lot throughout the day, I need to have my brain dialed. I need to have my energy on point, and I can't do that if I've had a subpar night of sleep. So I try to give my body at least 8.5 hours of sleep, time asleep every single night, not just time in bed, time asleep every single night, so that I can function throughout the entire day and push some pretty crazy work hours. Right now, we're up at the lake, so we got a pretty awesome view waking up in the morning, and I'm just going to continue to sip on this to try to hydrate as I kind of wake up and get in tune with my circadian rhythm. All right, so 3 different things in the morning here. We've got moisturizer for the face. We've got Axe flexible paste for the hair. Everybody's always asking me what product I use for my hair. It's this stuff right here, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. And I also take magnesium every single night before bed. That's why it's in my bathroom. It's the magnesium supplement. When you take this stuff before you go to bed, it makes you regular when you wake up in the morning, which is a really nice way to start the day. But we're not gonna include that part. All right, so you get the hair pretty damp and then you dry it off. Get a finger's worth of the paste. Mix it around in your hands, just like that. Rub it together, and then put it straight through the hair. Simple as that. Nothing fancy at all. The only skincare that I do is water and moisturizer. That is literally it. I don't get caught up trying to figure out what the best product is that's gonna magically take all of my scars away. No. It's moisturizer, it's water. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. Stepping on the scale every single morning is a super important habit, because a lot of people don't hold themselves accountable to staying in shape throughout the year. They get carried away with eating way too much and slowly gaining weight as the year goes on. And so I like to make sure that I'm staying lean and not putting on too much fat. And every single morning you have to step on the scale. I have to record my weight, and that tells me if I am overeating or if I'm under eating, and I'm constantly trying to achieve a physical goal of slowly either going up in weight or slowly coming down in weight. All right, starting off the morning just with a quick walk down to the lake, trying to focus on getting some steps in, which you'll notice I do pretty consistently throughout the day. I'll get about 10 to 20,000 steps every single day, and it's a part of my routine. It doesn't change whether or not I'm, in an off season, whether I'm trying to lose fat, build muscle. I'm constantly getting those steps in. I was just having a conversation with one of my clients who just recently stepped on stage, and he was talking about how right after he finished his bodybuilding prep, he got down to 5% body fat. He was saying that he just stopped walking altogether. Like he started, being a lot more sedentary, just sitting in chairs, sitting around throughout the day. And he noticed his mental health just took a massive hit. And I told him, I said, dude, you can't keep the steps just high when you're trying to lose body fat. It's important throughout the entire day. Like as you move, you start to get more energy from moving around. And so you constantly need to be moving your body throughout the day. Like I hate sitting in chairs for more than 20 to 30 minutes. I like to be constantly moving my body. It keeps my mind fresh. It keeps me from getting drowsy. It keeps me from crashing. A lot of people complain about when they eat carbs, they'll get a crash. I never get that because I'm constantly moving my body. I'm constantly staying active. All right, so I'm about to get work started for the day. It's only been 30 minutes since I hopped out of bed. All right, if your morning routine lasts longer than 30 minutes, I honestly think you're just wasting time. It's good just to jump straight into the work side of things. I've got my station set up here with my MacBook. I've got my whiteboards where I'm constantly filming videos for my clients, for my program, but then also for my YouTube, which is where you guys are probably watching this. But before I get work started for the day, I'm going to go ahead and finish my prayer. So I kind of pray throughout the morning while I'm outside, while I'm getting the sun in my eyes. But for me, it's very, very important to not just pray while I'm walking around doing other things, but to every single day, get on my knees and fall prostrate and practice just full submission, both physically and mentally and spiritually to my God, my Creator. So I pray sort of like a Muslim for about 3 to 4 minutes before I jump straight into calls, which start at 8 o'clock. Yeah, so while I work, like I said, I don't like to stay sedentary, so I get my steps in. I like to keep my body moving, and I honestly tend to work faster when I'm moving around. So I go through my checklist, check in with all of my clients while I am making a full loop here through the bathroom and through the closet. It's pretty funny, but trust me, it's effective. So I just hopped off a call with a client. We talked about everything. He just recently got a promotion at his work. So along with that, he's making a couple more dollars every single hour. But then he also put his foot down with the company that he's working at. And he said, hey, the reason why I wasn't going to take this promotion in the first place is because it requires that I work on Sundays. And that would interfere with me going to church. And so he actually told them that and said, the only way that I will apply for this position is if you guys can keep me from working on Sundays. And they actually moved things around in order to help him out with that. And so he got the promotion. He's making more money now. And on top of that, he still gets to go to church on Sundays and be able to have Sundays as his rest day, which is super cool. So if you take a look at my client, Josh, his chart here. So every single one of my clients has a space in their app where they track their weight every single day. And I can always come in here, I can see the updates, I can see which videos they're watching. And if we take a look at his chart here, I can pull this up and it gives us a beautiful visual representation of just how much fat he's lost. So he started at 260 pounds, and as of this morning, he's all the way down to 218 pounds in the morning. So he's lost a ton of fat. He's looking really good right now. He's super motivated. I'll be hopping on a call with him in a little while, but it's awesome to be able to see this because I can trace if people are going up over the weekend. And so I check in with them on Mondays and I say, hey man, I saw the weight bumped up a little bit this weekend. What happened there? And then they'll usually tell me, you know, hey, sorry, I ended up going over. I ended up eating a little bit of something that I wasn't supposed to. So I just go through all of my clients' accounts, make sure everything is going well, make sure that their workout routines are running smooth and that they don't have any questions. So I work with my clients on a whole bunch of different things outside of just fitness and nutrition. And one of the main things that I've really been trying to get into the nitty and gritty with clients is like their battle with lust and pornography and masturbation and things along those lines. And so I try to hold my clients as accountable as I possibly can. Obviously, it's up to them to be honest with me and open up to me about these types of things. But you guys see the wins on Instagram, on social media, where guys lose a ton of fat, like they get shredded, they look good, they feel confident with their shirts off. You guys see all of these wins that I post about, but I don't post about all of the wins that are happening behind closed doors, you know, because obviously a lot of that stuff is information that should be kept private. You know, they don't want that type of information out there. But a lot of guys will come to me just really, really struggling with lust. And when we lock in their nutrition, when we lock in their training, when we lock in their habits, their schedules, you know, when we make them more productive and they don't have all of this wasted time, you quickly find that it really, really helps on the consistency side of things when it comes to warding off lust and staying out of sexual sin. So I try to be the best overall mentor that I can in every single aspect of life. And that is one of the biggest struggles that guys have. Like I've had guys come to me and say, hey, I want to work with you for fitness coaching. And then I'll hop on a call with them and they'll be like, hey man, honestly, the fitness thing is great, but this is really what I came to you for. Like I really came because I have a serious problem with this and I need to get it fixed. And you seem like the guy to come to. So those wins honestly mean a lot more to me than the fat loss and looking good and the confidence boost. It's being able to actually make progress in your relationship with God and really developing your faith and becoming a man that doesn't search for that instant gratification, somebody that's constantly working for something more. All right, so we're eating some lunch here. It's right around 12 o'clock. I've got some lean ground beef with some high protein, low calorie tortillas. I've got my carrots, I've got my celery, filling myself up with good foods that are going to fuel me for the rest of the day, not going to cloud my mind. It's amazing to me how just having all of those calls this morning really, it almost makes me emotional as I go throughout my day to day, because I just love my job so much. Like, and it might sound corny to you guys, it might sound weird, but this is legitimately exactly what I was called to do. And I just got off an onboarding call with a guy today, and he's my ideal client, the exact type of person that I want to work with. And I can just tell that we are going to work so well together. And a lot of you guys may watch my YouTube videos and think, wow, Brandon, he only has a couple thousand views on each of his videos, and yet he has 100,000 subscribers. But here's the truth. Those couple thousand views are better than millions of views in my mind, because those couple thousand views represent a couple thousand people that are willing to listen to my opinions, that want to hear what I have to say, and they feel like they can genuinely learn from me, from who I am, from how I speak, and from where I am at in my life. And that attracts my ideal client. It attracts the person that I want to work with, the type of person who is going to benefit the most from my message. I don't need millions of people to watch my content. I want to find my people. I want to find the people that are going to benefit, from seeing me living my day-to-day life and benefiting from the words that I have to say. Another habit that I do very, very religiously is listening to audio Bible in the points of my day when I don't have much else going on. So right now I'm going through the book of Proverbs, but I'll read through a lot of the Old Testament. So 1st, 2nd Kings, Exodus, Genesis, all of those books. And basically what I do is I just have it in my ears, or I have it playing while I'm doing things like washing my face in the morning, when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm eating. Whenever I'm not talking to clients, or whenever I'm not thinking about something else or doing something else, I'll have that audio Bible playing throughout the day. And it just fills in all of the gaps with fear of the Lord. I constantly have it reminding me of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and reminding me to continue to stay dialed and locked in throughout the entire day. All right, so we're doing what I call the midday reset. All right, I'm gonna take all my supplements after eating lunch here, and then we're gonna head down to the pool, getting in a little bit of a dip, a little bit of sunshine, and then I'm gonna take my group call that I have with all of my clients outside on my phone. Just kind of walk around, soak up the day, enjoy it a little bit, and then we'll come back in this afternoon to get a bunch more work done. There's something super important about taking your supplements every single day. It's a small act, and a lot of people will say, Brandon, I can't remember to take my supplements every day. I just don't do it. It's something that you need to prioritize. It's like the tiny little actions like this that are super, super easy, and they help you stay locked in for the rest of the day. the jellyfish. Now I'm going to jump straight into my 1 o'clock meeting with all my clients. Sometimes only like 3 or 4 people show up to these. Sometimes it's closer to 20. So you never know what to get, but it's always a good time. We kind of shoot the shit. I get updates from everybody. They ask questions kind of in the group setting. We just overall talk about different things that people are going through, really creates that sense of camaraderie. I love these group calls. I look forward to them every single week, every single one. You don't know what people are going to be asking questions or talking about. It could be talking about girls. We could be talking about like making money. We could be talking about a billion different things. Oh my goodness. I'm ready for my workout. This is how I be heading to the gym, like this. After 3 hours more of client work. I'm toast. I'm shot. You guys saw the fun part, but then I had a lot of really, really boring work to do after that group call and the time in the sun. So I pretty much locked myself in here, texting people, changing around programs. And now I desperately need to go to the gym. The gym is supposed to be a reset. I should stand up. I need to stand up. This is ridiculous. The gym should be a reset for you, all right? The gym should be a relaxing time to go and, oh my gosh, I'm getting another call. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Closed in the Cybertruck because I studied.
What'd you get?
5K, but
Wow, that's fantastic. Wow, that's great. And he's got a detailing business, so he's like Sean?
He's got a detailing business, yeah.
Bro, how crazy is it that these people, the perfect people, just come right to us?
It's incredible.
So that right there was Max, one of my employees, calling me. He just informed me that apparently somebody new just joined the program. So we got another coaching client, which is great. Sounds like he's just another guy who's really looking forward to working with me, and I can't wait to hop on a call with him tomorrow. But we need a mental reset. We need to go get fresh. We need to go get a pump. We got to go tend to our body, and then it will flow up to our mind. Good body, good mind, need to be in sync. I gotta put my seatbelt on. Gym's like a 2-minute drive, you know. We could drive 25, 30 minutes to a really nice bodybuilder gym, but this one gets the job done. It has pretty much everything that we need, but we can't really throw the weights around because it's on a second level, and there's plenty of people here that might get grouchy if you grunt too loud. Focus on that. Mm-hmm. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
The stock market went up 1% today. 1%. That's pretty crazy, huh? If you can do math, you'll be set. Do you feel that? I can feel the stress of the day just melting away. Now I'm ready to go back and work more this evening. Super exciting. It just makes you refreshed. It increases your work capacity. You know, so many people are like, oh, I don't have time to work out in the day. I work so much. Trust me, if you make the time, 45 minutes, 30 minutes even, you know, an hour and a half, go get in a good session, go get some cardio in. Your work capacity will increase. You will feel refreshed. You won't feel tied down, especially not if you're getting good sleep. You will feel re-energized to go hit another couple hours at least of deep work. All right, so I just finished up my workout and cardio. To be honest, do I need to do cardio? I walked into the gym having 18,000 steps already. 18,000 steps already when I was walking into the gym. And yet I still did my 20 minutes of cardio. Why? Because it's good to move your body. And it's good to force yourself to do some things that you just don't want to do. And then also, you get to eat a little bit more. So I say, do your cardio. Even if you're getting a lot of steps in, do some cardio. Move more. Move more, sleep more, be more. Just overall, get active. So a little bit of a funny story for you. I was at the gym yesterday, and I had 2 interactions with 2 older ladies, all right? I was hitting legs. And the first lady walks up to me and asks me if she can jump in on the quad extension machine, you know, and she's laughing and her and I are going back and forth. You know, she was using 5 pounds on the machine and she's like, wow, you're so strong. You're using 200 pounds, but you have to take into consideration, I'm 80 years old. And she was looking like she was in her late 60s is what I would have guessed. And she was telling me all about how working out really helps her mental health, and just we had an overall good conversation. You know, she was telling me about how it was inspiring for her to watch me work out because I work out so hard, and she really appreciated that. And then later in the workout, I had a second interaction with another older lady, and she walked up to me and she told me to take my headphones off, and she told me, you're making way too much noise. You're being super rude. You need to be quiet. And I just kind of put my headphones back in and was like, all right, lady, you're just having a bad day. It's just funny to me how 2 people, you know, right around the same age, you can have completely different interactions with. And it just goes to show how you really are the person that chooses what kind of person you want to be. Like, do you want to be the kind of person that's nagging other people, that's getting up in their business, that's really caring about like what other people are doing? Or do you want to be the person that's deriving motivation from everybody, seeing the good in life? Like, you can either be a miserable person or you can be a person who decides to enjoy life. The choice is yours. Before we eat dinner, we're going to head down, jump in the lake. Let's cool off a little bit. Gotta take the trash out too.
Go.
Woo! That is epic. Sitting down for dinner here, we've got 3 tilapia fillets and we've got some grapes as well. Fueling our body properly wouldn't be right without some Cholula hot sauce and some pink Himalayan sea salt. And after this, we should be good to rip another 2 hours of work. I have a lot of editing to do. I have some messages to respond to, a couple people to call. So still have quite a bit more left for the day. But I feel recharged, I feel centered, I feel ready to go. We are gonna go down and go for a little evening jet ski ride. I finished up most of my work. The rest of my work just involves editing this video that you guys are currently watching. So I'm gonna head down, take the jet ski for a little rip, and then I'm gonna head back up and start editing this video and then finish things off for the night. Ooh, the water looks like glass. That is awesome. It's so hot out here. All right. Looks like glass out there. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so pretty. I like it.
Yeah, of course.
All right, you guys, that was super fun. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video here for the day, but if I could leave you with one last thing. I was making a video for TikTok and Instagram, and I thought I would tell you guys a little piece of this advice as well, being that you're watching this video where, you know, I'm claiming to be a millionaire at 24 years old. Today, I made $10,000 from doing absolutely nothing because I have little chunks of the top 500 companies in the world. I made $10,000 from literally not doing anything. And I see all these people out there, these crypto bros, these people that are promoting gambling. Guys, making money is just like building a good physique. Like if you want to do it and you want to do it the right way, if you want to have it be sustainable over a long period of time, it takes a long time to build. You need to build skills, you need to build a business, and then you need to put that money somewhere where that money is going to work for you. And it's not in these shit coins hoping that they're going to 10x, you know, in the next day, in the next week, in the next year. It's about putting your money somewhere where it is going to slowly grow, and you will see the results of it as time goes on. So if I could leave you with one thing, it would be treat your money like you treat your physique. Take it slow, take it steady. Understand that great things take a lot of time to build. This is how you build something the right way. This is how you build generational wealth. Go learn about compounding interest. Go read the book, Psychology of Money. I read it at 18 years old. Ever since then, I've lived by those principles, and it's completely changed my life. It's not sexy. It's not, oh, I get to blast steroids and then look absolutely massive a month or two from now. No, it's not sexy like that. It's slow, it's gradual, but it's the right way to do things. So if I could leave you with one thing, it would be that. Make sure to drop a like on the video down below. Make sure to drop a comment. Drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section if you watched all the way through the end of this video. If you did, you've got an insane attention span, my friend. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.